Hi, this is Jay from Lo Shu Numerology.com, and today we're going to be doing a reading for Joseph. And Joseph has sent me his birthday digits, and I put them all up here, but I've shuffled them for his privacy. And we're going to distribute these down into the Lo Shu grid here based on these numbers right here. So all the fours are going to go up in this top corner and so on. So let's go ahead and distribute those numbers. The nines go here, ones go down here, sevens here. Another one, we just put it down with the other one. Another 9, a 2, and then an 8. We've got all the numbers distributed in the grid, and so what we're going to be looking for now are patterns. We're going to be looking for rows, columns, or diagonals that have no numbers or are full of numbers. And we only have one of those, so we don't have any rows. All of these rows are a mix of some and none. This column's the same way, but we've got a diagonal, this diagonal right here. And so since it is empty, it gets a dashed arrow. And we will come back to what that means in a moment. But now we look for cells in the grid that have more than one digit. And we've got two of those. We've got the ones and the nines. So we've got one arrow and we've got two numbers to deal with. And so I am going to pull those cards out of here, and we will get to the reading in just a moment. First thing we're going to be doing is looking at this arrow. This arrow here is for spirituality. It's either a positive or a negative, a plus or a minus. And since this is a dashed arrow, it is a minus. It doesn't mean, Joseph, that you don't have spirituality. What this means is the minus spirituality. Basically, as far as spirituality is concerned, you've got a more questioning attitude than probably a lot of the people around you. Instead of just believing what you hear, you want to actually get down and make sure that something is right before you believe it. So kind of a facts over faith kind of thinking. Next thing we're going to look at are the numbers 1. The ones are beginnings. They mean beginnings. And that tells me that starting a new project is something that you like. In fact, probably starting anything new is something that you like. A relationship, a new hobby, something like that. You could really dive in, kind of dive headfirst into something like that. Starting something is always easy for somebody with the ones. Or if it's not easy, it's something that they know that they can do. They can handle that. The 1 also means that you're not afraid to rely on yourself. You don't need hand-holding for something. You can get it done, and that goes along really well with the minus spirituality because you're not looking for an outside source to do what needs to be done. You're relying on yourself to jump in and do it. And then finally we get to the 9s, and 9 is always fun because some people just don't like it because it means change. 9 is change, and people who show an abundance of change are often the same people who can be counted on to get projects completed. Everybody can start. So we've got beginnings here, and then people with 9s can get things done. The 9s here mean that you're somebody that can be counted on to actually finish a job once you start it. And the 9 change also means that you don't see change as a bad thing. A lot of people, hate change. It's that the whole "who moved my cheese" kind of thing. You're the kind of person who can take change, and even if you don't like it, you can make use of it. You can find something good for yourself with it. And again, I think that ties in with the minus spirituality really well. All of these fit together, and it says that you're a person who wants to get down to the truth, and you're somebody who can be relied on. That's it for your reading, Joseph. I hope it gives you something to think about.